drop the beat. Let me tell you a story about a man named Felix, straight out of the old school, here to reveal the facts.
Yo, hold up, what's the 411 on this cat? He's a cop watcher, a truth teller, laying it all bare, shining a light on injustice, showing he just don't care about their intimidation tactics, their twisted up lies. He's got a camera in their face, watching with his own eye. Going down the street in my hoopty, feeling the bass, see them blue and reds flashing, all up in my space. Another traffic stop, another power truck display. License and registration is all they ever say, but I know my rights, see I ain't no fool. They wanna play games, but I'm keeping my cool. I don't answer questions, that's my opening line. Got them frustrated, messing with their whole design. They pull me over, flashing lights so bright, asking dumb questions, trying to start a fight. Are you a sovereign citizen? With a smirk and a sneer. Fuck you, I'm not a cop, is all they're gonna hear. Got my camera rolling, every move they make, for every crooked copper, for goodness sake. This is for the people who've been pushed around. John Felix on the scene, holding it down. Talk about officer safety, a tired old excuse for violating liberties and all kinds of abuse. They think that badge gives them a right to be the king, but we the people pay the salary and we're the ones who sing the song of freedom, the anthem of the just, exposing that corruption in the system we don't trust. From illegal searches to tyrannical demands, I stand my ground firmly with the law in my hand. They pull me over, flashing lights so bright, asking dumb questions, trying to start a fight. Are you a sovereign citizen? With a smirk and a sneer. Fuck you, I'm not a cop, is all they're gonna hear. Got my camera rolling, every move they make, for every crooked copper, for goodness sake. This is for the people who've been pushed around. John Felix on the scene, holding it down. They talk of lies, this ain't no game. Know your amendments, speak their name. The first, the fourth, the fifth, that's the trifecta. Protects you from the goons who wanna disrespect you. They might have the weapons, they might have the crew, but knowledge is power, me and you, we know it's true. So next time you see him with that arrogant swagger, remember John Felix, the lyrical dagger. Peace to the auditors, the watchers in the street, keeping the pressure on, can't be beat. Fuck you, I'm not a cop, it's all they're gonna hear. Got my camera rolling, every move they make, for every crooked copper, for goodness sake. They talk of people who've been pushed around. John Felix on the scene, holding it down. They pull me over, flashing lights so bright, asking dumb questions, trying to start a fight. Are you a sovereign citizen? With a smirk and a sneer. Fuck you, I'm not a cop, is all they're gonna hear. Got my camera rolling, every move they make, for every crooked.
That song's great, man, but it's long, ain't it? How's everyone doing? What's up? Oh, maybe I should say hi to everybody. Let's see here. Fast as I can. Stupid Humans. Paul Edwards. Shannon. Jenny. MS. Fit Mayhem. What's up? Thanks for being a member. Duper Trooper 50. Gil Kennedy. Shaggy Hippie. What's up? Thank you for being a member. Anderson Bergman. What's up? Leroy The Truth. Ford Silver. What's up? Eric. This is a public service. Just doing my job. Exactly. The Nuremberg defense. He knows what I'm talking about. In case you guys didn't see Liberty Trolls live stream. Let's Advo. Dadupa. What up? Fitzcam. Hi. Century Home Project. What's up? KS for rights, not nukes. Okay. I got my camera rolling. I should memorize my own song because I really like it. AI is tongue. All right. I think I got everybody. Good Guy Activism. I see you. What's up? I'm scrolling really fast. All right. So, should I watch the video first and then call the DeLand Police Department? Or should I call them first and then? What do you guys think? Who? Carl. Sorry, Carl, if I missed you, man. My apologies. How's my audio, by the way? Everything good? So, you guys think I should call the DeLand Police Department first or watch this video first? Caveman, what's up if you're here? Prometheus, what's up? Watch video, so it's fresh. Okay, so Liberty Troll did a live stream. He just got done, actually, not too long ago. He went to DeLand Police Department. DeLand is where this is a public services had issues, and they went and audited this police department. So instead of the police department saying, hey, you have freedom of press rights, what they did is they got a bunch of ignorant politicians, because that's all a politician is anymore, is a power-hungry, ignorant parasite. That's your typical politician. If anyone wants to say, oh, he's a good guy this and he's a good guy that, no, No, they're not. They don't abide by the Constitution. Here's the thing, the hypocrisy of government. I swear to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution. Then they go and violate it the rest of their career. They don't know what it means. They don't know what the First Amendment is. As you're going to see, this Sergeant Santos, scumbag, he's upset. He's upset that he has to come to the police department to enforce an unconstitutional ordinance. But he's upset at the person who's exercising their rights instead of the people who passed the unconstitutional ordinance. And he's telling Liberty Troll, trust me, in my personal life, I believe in the Constitution. But when I'm at work. So they've outlawed recording in DeLand Police Department lobby. And just like that trespass I got in Tampa, Hannah City Center, it's selective enforcement. When they feel like it, they enforce it. When they don't, they don't. So he's here. He's in the lobby here for a while. And he's recording all the signs that say no recording. He brings up the fact that he was there and they let him record last time. But here comes three swine into the lobby, and they start escalating right away because they're mad at the person exercising their rights instead of the people who are forcing them to enforce unconstitutional laws. They're mad at the person exercising their rights. They're victim blaming. It would literally be like you go in an alley, you rip a guy off his victim, the female, and then you look at her and go, what are you doing in this alley? I don't want to have to come here and protect you from this RAPIST. And you made me come here. That's called victim blaming. Literally, cops have the RAPIST mentality. They're trained with it. Always gaslight, always blame the victim. There's only 8,000 videos on YouTube showing this. Only stupid people still support the police the way they are in this day and age. Only stupid people. Honestly, only stupid people become cops. They're looking at us, I'm going to be a cop. I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to protect people. None of that is true. None of that is true. All right, so he's in the lobby here. Let's see what we got.
I guess that
He's
would
waiting
be,
and waiting and waiting and waiting. Let's get to the part where they
Well,
ambush
then
him.
you
Here we
right
go.
now.
Here
think
come
the
the
lady-
idiots. Here come the idiots. Let me turn on the closed captioning too. How do you do that? Man. I guess you don't. Oh, probably because it was live. All right.
How's it going?
Good. How you
Any
doing?
police assistance?
Do I need? No.
No?
I think the lady back in the private room probably does.
Okay, do you need any help?
I'm getting help right now. Yes.
You're getting help?
Mhm.
Okay, is there something that I can help you with?
Did we call you? Did we ask you for help? Is there something going on that's illegal here? No. But look, they got to gang up on people. Dude, when you're in high school and guys used to gang up on other guys, we called them pussies because that's what they are. Meanwhile, these guys are trained to gang up on you. They always have to have the overwhelming force against you. Overwhelming force. The problem is what cops don't understand is that if we ever got our head out of our ass and decided to overwhelm them, it would be that easy. But Americans are too busy fighting with each other and calling each other names to protect each other. They've won. They've pit us against each other and they've won. And they're winning.
Why would I need your
I'm
help?
just asking you because you're recording. We have
So what that he's recording?
a city ordinance against it.
We have a city ordinance that's illegal. That's what he should just say right there. We have a city ordinance that's unlawful.
So I'm just asking you if you need any assistance.
1 second. Sorry. Is this do you need my email address too, right? Do you need my email address?
Hey, Tim.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. No.
Hold on, let me cut off this perfectly lawful business. My ego has been hurt. My ego.
Recording in the lobby. Turn it off.
Well, I've been here many times before.
No
They said
recording
I'm fine.
Look,
No recording in the lobby.
But why is it
We're asking you politely to stop recording.
No recording in the lobby.
if I don't stop, what's going to
If
happen?
you don't stop, you're gonna be trespassed.
And if I stay after trespass, I'll be arrested.
If you
Like, this part is infuriating this fat pig right here. This fat pig is infuriated by what's going on right here. Simply the fact that Liberty Troll's asking him questions is infuriating him, and he's going to tell you about it later.
stay after we tell you you're trespassed, yes.
Okay, am I
That's how a trespass works.
Am I trespass right now?
If you stop recording, you will not be trespassed.
So if you stop exercising your rights that I swore to protect and defend, I won't have to get violent with you.
It's pretty simple.
Okay, so
I'm not trying to banter back and forth. That's our city ordinance.
Now he's getting angry. His little vagina's throbbing right now. And you wait till you see out in the parking lot. It gets a lot worse.
You can sit here and complain.
okay, I'm not complaining. I want to be clear. I just want to be,
Sir,
Yes or
go ahead and
no?
leave.
am I being
Go ahead
trespassed?
and
You're being trespassed
Okay,
now.
all right.
Okay?
So now he's being trespassed. Now he starts to leave. You see, now that their vaginas are throbbing so hard, they can't handle it anymore. They have to use their force. We're allowed to record. We're allowed to record in public. And if government has a problem with it, it's because they're probably doing something corrupt. Let's be honest.
So don't come back.
All right, you guys will hear from me again. I promise you that.
You're being trespassed. Thank you.
You guys are a bunch of tyrants. You're a bunch of clown tyrants.
Leave.
I am
Leave! You hurt my feelings.
leaving. I am leaving.
My feelings are hurting right now.
Out the door.
You got 2 seconds before you
You got 2 seconds before I turn into a raging vagina.
get in handcuffs right now. I'm not going to play this game with you.
I'm not going to play this game. I want to be out there doing stuff. And it's your fault that they did this, that they're forcing me to come here. I don't have discretion anymore, except when I have discretion.
We ain't got time to play
See
those
you.
games.
You're in the parking lot. Go. Go.
I can't. I have to leave the
Dude,
whole
just go,
I have to
bro.
leave the whole
You don't
property.
need to make this an issue. Bro.
Shut up, you fat slob, bro. Look at you. Look at you, you fat pig. Shut the hell up, you moron. I already watched this. That's why I'm so angry. Wait till you hear this, moron.
Bro, just go.
I'm not making an issue. What?
You're
I'm just.
obviously out. You're
I'm
trespassing.
backing up.
Leave. Go.
Calm down.
Go.
Calm down, man. You got huge tyrant vibes.
You got to get off the
Huge. You're a
He is, you moron.
sergeant.
Get up. You can get off the property, please.
What does it look like I'm doing, asshole? I'm leaving.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for violating my rights, communists. Leave my country. Leave my country. You guys
They should leave our country.
need to deport yourselves.
What do you say there?
You guys need to deport yourselves.
Go somewhere else with that. We don't need that here in America. We don't need no freedoms and rights. We're not here to protect your rights. We're here to protect the government.
Tyrants. You guys are
Yeah, proud of it.
a bunch of tyrants.
That's disgusting. He's going to blame, again, victim blame Liberty Troll for making him go there. You didn't have to go there. You have discretion. You also swore an oath to protect what he's doing, so you're violating that. And you didn't need 3 fucking swine to show up for a cameraman doing literally nothing but a public record request in the lobby. You swine. Embarrassments to America. Embarrassing that you call yourself an American man. It's embarrassing that you call yourself a man. You gang up on a guy with a camera with 3 guns in overwhelming force, and you think you've proved what? That you're a coward? You're a coward.
Not the last one is going to be coming up here, I'm sure.
Okay, bring them all on. I'll stop eating my donut halfway through.
Get a lot of attention because you're unconstitutional ordinance. Wow.
I'm going to fast forward to the part where Fat Slob comes in, cops blames himself into a corner. This is unreal, man. Guys, this is DeLand Police Department Sergeant Santos. Fat Slob. Wait till you see how bad he exposes himself here. He should have just kept walking. So he catches Fat Santos here walking.
Is it Santos? Yeah, Santos. Hey, Santos, what's your badge number? No, somebody in chat knows your name. What's your badge number?
0702.
DL7.
You guys know you can file complaints online too. You don't have to just call them. You could file, literally just type it up on their website or whatever and submit it. If they got 1,000 complaints through email, maybe, I don't know. I don't know, man.
02.
Yes, sir.
Why'd you kick me out of there? I was almost done with my business.
I asked you to stop recording, dude.
I asked you to stop exercising your rights I swore to protect.
I was just trying to get some clarification as to where we were.
I get what you're doing. Trust me. I promise you, I am on your side.
I get what you're doing, and I promise you I'm on your side. And that's why I violated your rights under threat of violence. Contradiction number one.
When I ask you to stop recording, I'm asking you to
You can come close.
When I asked you to stop exercising your rights, I asked you politely. Again, here's where the gaslighting comes. I asked you on a date, but you wouldn't date me, so I had to take you by force. I asked you politely to stop exercising your right, but since you didn't, I had to take it by force. That's the RAPIST mentality right there. Like, talk about gaslighting. I asked you politely to stop exercising your rights. It's the same thing as some guy who can't take no for an answer in the dating realm saying, I asked you politely and you wouldn't give me the sex. Now I have to take it. It's the same thing. I thought I was being, when I first started noticing this, I thought I was being extreme. The Southern Draw Law says the same thing. What's his name? Civil rights lawyer saying the same thing. They have the RAPIST mentality. They're trained with it. Here it is. Full display. I asked you politely to stop exercising your rights.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. You can come closer so I can hear you a little better.
That's fine. Well, listen, man. I'm not trying to make it difficult for anybody.
I'm not trying to make it difficult for anybody. Again, then why did you?
It's a city ordinance. We enacted it. You were recording in there. I asked you politely.
It's a city ordinance. They enacted it. I asked you politely. So if the city ordinance was slavery, they made slavery legal again. Would you politely ask them to stop being a free person and return to slavery? That sounds so stupid. When anybody says it's the law, slavery was the law. It's the law is not an argument for anything. It's an appeal to authority. It means nothing. There's a such thing as unconstitutional laws. No victim, no damages, no endangerment, no trespass, no crime. Think about it. Why else would there need to be a crime other than corruption and revenue generation?
You didn't. Okay?
Okay, what
You didn't stop exercising your rights.
I hear you. What I'm saying is I came here 2 other times on 2 other occasions doing the same exact thing.
Okay.
And both of those times, they never kicked me out or tried to trust. I even talked to Mathis as a lieutenant. I can't remember his lieutenant or sergeant, but he said, no, you're fine, man. And so I had every reason to believe.
What's up, Zach? Thanks for going here, man.
When I come back here,
By the way, go watch the full thing, the whole thing on Liberty Trolls channel. You need to see this.
they're not, as long as I'm conducting legitimate business, which submitting a public records request. And
Even just recording in there is legitimate, whether they like it or not. Again, they're doing this because their feelings are hurt. They don't like to be watched. They've been working in the dark for decades, violating the law, doing unconstitutional things. And as soon as you put a camera there, now Americans can see what their money's being stolen for. And they don't like that because then people might wake up.
and getting a CAD number, incident number, that it doesn't get any more legitimate than that, brother.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Do you feel the way that you backed up slowly and
So I told you he was getting enraged by the fact that he asked you something. If you don't stop this second, his vagina starts throbbing and he can't handle it anymore. I asked you politely to stop recording. Yeah, dummy. That's the illegal part. That's where you were committing the crime. That's where you were violating your oath.
I tried to ask you to stop and you didn't stop?
Well,
you feel that was
Why should he stop?
appropriate, and then you started.
I wanted to hear, listen, I'm exercising my rights. You said you understood that.
I get it.
I'm standing up for my rights.
You don't get it.
I did leave when you told me to leave, but I wanted to find out if we were at that point that I was being trespassed.
We were at that point when I asked you to stop recording.
We were at, based on what, fat boy? Based on what? He asked the questions to clarify. Just because in your stupid little 60 IQ brain, you thought that's what it meant. That's not what it means. 16-year veteran doesn't understand the First Amendment. He's going to prove it right now.
Well,
Okay.
I've done this many times. If I
Fine.
would have
Did
left
you ever deal with me?
earlier,
Did you ever
what-
deal with me?
I have not dealt with you, but I've dealt with
I'm a different type of tyrant. I don't obey my oath. I don't even let it slide.
many police officers, and I know how they play word games and say,
here's the thing, bro. I'm very straightforward with people. It's a city ordinance, okay?
I'm very straightforward, people. Slavery's legal. You're a slave. Get back to your slave master. That's all there is to it. I'm just doing my job. It's called the Nuremberg defense. In the 30s, when that little mustache guy over there in Europe was rounding up people and exterminating. And when they went to court finally in the Nuremberg, the NOTSEES said, I was just doing my job. I was just following orders. Exactly what this slob is doing right here. I'm just following orders. You're violating your oath.
I get the point that you're trying to make. Okay, I completely get it. But right now, it's a city ordinance. It's been enacted by the city. The city's attorneys approved it, so we're enforcing it. Okay.
What happened to discretion? I thought you had discretion. The reason they give cops discretion is so they can hang themselves and not say that they told us to do this. So they can hang themselves. That's why they give them discretion. And cops love discretion because then they can just violate you knowing they got their back. It's rigged. The whole thing is rigged. We know it. We're not dumb. Just because you're dumb, Sergeant Santos, doesn't mean we're stupid. Try reading.
That's what I was.
but
doing.
why are you guys enforcing it now? And you guys weren't enforcing it for the last, year.
I've been on night shift for the last 3 months, bro. I had to deal with this. I'm the only one that's in service right now to deal with it.
No, you don't have to deal with it. You could tell them it's the First Amendment. They have a right to free press, and I have discretion, and I'm not coming there. Unless he does something violent, let us know. We'll come. Otherwise, he's just in a public space, recording in public. There's nothing wrong with it. Have a good day. That's what you could do if you wanted to obey your oath.
So I had to come over here because
No, you didn't. Again, victim blaming.
you were videotaping,
No, you didn't, stupid. You have discretion, remember?
which is against our city ordinance. I came. I asked you to stop recording.
Did somebody complain?
Yes, somebody complained.
Was it a receptionist?
I don't know who it was. I got a phone call to come over here and take care of it, so I did.
You didn't have to. I thought you had discretion.
Okay. I came to the lobby. I was the only one in service. I had to deal with a lot of other stuff. Problems.
You had two other imbeciles with you, two other swine parasites with you. What are you talking? You're lying again.
That I would rather be dealing with, but then I had to come over here. I had to ask you to stop. You didn't stop.
You didn't have to come there. You didn't have to ask him to stop. You didn't have to do either one of those things. You're lying.
You kept on doing that back up slowly while you're still recording.
See how mad he got that the backup slowly? He's mad because he didn't stop recording. Why in the world, with three thugs, with the power of the state behind them, and a monopoly on violence with qualified immunity, why would anyone ever turn off the recording at that point? That should be considered witness tampering. That's tampering with evidence. I'm gathering evidence. You're tampering with my evidence.
My captain asked you to stop.
Who cares?
You still kept on recording.
We're asking you to stop violating your oath, but you keep violating your oath.
So you've been trespassed.
Right. It's
Okay.
my constitutional right.
Also, where's the trespass paperwork? Also, Watros versus St. Petersburg, Florida, he has the right to an appeal hearing. So where's the paperwork, swine? And he doesn't have time to do this. And Liberty Troll pulled Liberty Troll, not the retards that called him, but Liberty Troll. He blames his victim. That's what RAPISTs do. They blame their victim. Liberty Troll's the victim here. He was minding his own business. He was recording in public. He was doing something that's perfectly legal. And because this communist North Korean city over here doesn't like cameras, they passed an unconstitutional ordinance. You moron.
Right. Despite
Like
what
I said, brother,
the ordinance isn't.
I am completely on your
I'm
side.
not trying to be.
I'm completely on your side. That's why I violated you. That's why I threatened to use violence against you. Because I'm completely on your side. Talk about gaslighting RAPIST.
combative with you.
Well,
Listen,
I mean,
right now,
what
I'm
it
trying
is.
to
Bro,
I'm trying to find some.
See, again, cops cannot have a conversation because they can never be wrong. And they'll start talking over him as soon as Liberty Troll starts making some points. He makes it a point to talk over him. They cannot deal with the truth. They cannot deal with reasonability. They cannot deal with logic. So they have to gaslight and talk over you and lie.
common
all you
ground.
want. I'm sure your chat will villainize me all you want. I'm just trying to.
Oh, you're a villain. We're not villainizing you. You're the villain who swore to protect his rights. You are a villain. We're not villainizing you. You're doing it on your own. All we're doing is holding a camera up. You didn't have to violate your oath today. You chose to violate your oath.
Do my job out here, bro.
I'm just doing my job. We threw them people in the ovens because we were just doing our job.
I'm the only one that's in
We enforced slavery because it was the law. It was a city ordinance back then, slavery. Slavery is a city ordinance. I gotta enforce it. It's a city ordinance.
service right now. Do you understand that?
No, stupid. We don't understand. You swore an oath to the Constitution, not a city ordinance, and not a receptionist, and not a captain. Everything you're doing is wrong. The way you guys operate is wrong. Do you understand that, stupid? Or do you think the rest of us are stupid and you're smart? The only reason they can act this way is because they get violent otherwise, or they just ignore you.
I have 5 officers that are all doing something, and I had to deal with you.
You did not have to deal with them. Again, blaming the victim. Victim blaming.
Okay?
You swore
I
an
would
oath
rather not. Yeah, I swore an oath. Yes, I did.
to what? The
To
Constitution.
the city and the citizens.
So you didn't even swear an oath to the Constitution. Again, the Constitution never enters their mind. They never think about people's rights. They could care less about people's rights. He swore an oath to the city. And what else did he say?
You swore
I
an
would
oath
rather not. Yeah, I swore an oath. Yes, I did.
to what? The
To
Constitution.
the city and the citizens. Okay.
To the city and the citizens. 16 years on the job. He has no clue what your rights are. He has no clue what the Bill of Rights are. He has never looked in any laws or case law, and they intentionally never look up the laws. That way they can be like, oh, I didn't know. I didn't know. I'm just a stupid fat Sergeant Santos. We see right through you. It's over. There's too many cameras now. Your little game of we're the heroes and we never do nothing wrong is over.
What do you want me to do, bro?
Obey your oath.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to protect my rights.
I am protecting your rights.
Again, with the gaslighting. You just violated his rights and now you're claiming you're protecting him. I didn't RAPE you. We were having consensual sex.
I want you to take me back in
Did I
there.
ask you to leave? Yes, I did. Ask
I
you
want
to
you to
leave.
walk.
That's where you violated his rights. And you did it under threat, duress, and coercion.
I want you to walk back in with me, and I want
That's
you
not
to
gonna happen.
defend my rights
You've
so
been
I can
trespassed.
finish my
You've been
business.
trespassed.
Is that
That's what it
is that too much to ask?
You have.
I'm
you've
not
been
in there.
trespassed.
I'm not in there causing
I don't
problems.
even know who you are, dude. I don't even know.
My
who
name's
you are.
Zach.
Okay.
Okay,
Zach,
I'm in there.
Josh.
I'm in there,
Wait till you hear this nonsense.
Josh. I'm in there to conduct business. I'm almost finished. If you can walk me back in there,
Dude, I asked you. I said, if you need any help, I can help you.
He didn't need help from you, moron.
That's what I was trying to get you out of there.
okay.
fast.
Before I leave,
You didn't answer my
let me
question.
let me give
okay?
you my email, and if you don't
Okay.
mind, can you give that to the receptionist so she has an email to send the records to? That was the last thing I was trying to do.
Okay, I can take care of that. Listen, man, I get what you're trying to do.
No, you don't, stupid. Shut up. Stop with the gaslighting.
I promise you. I get it, dude.
No, you don't. He's going to diss his own department here in a minute, too.
And
Can you tell me what you think it is? I'm not trying to make you. I'm not trying to make you look bad. I can't
You're not-
make you look
listen,
bad.
man. I make myself.
I'm
look
just
bad
observing what's
sometimes.
going on, man. That's all I'm doing is I'm observing what's going on.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good, man. I'm good. They're worried about him.
All right, what's a good email? You said Zach.
My first name's Zach.
Y
Gotta love that liberty. And then troll, TRO
dot LLC
at Gmail.
at Gmail.
And they can just send the records directly to there. It was regarding, do you need to see this real quick?
Did you already give it to the lady up front?
I did, yeah. It's this here. You can take this with,
If she already has it, I don't need to see it.
Okay.
I'll just give her your email.
Click Commanders makes a good point. He's also violating the records of law.
Yeah, I'm good, man. You got a phone number?
You good, buddy? You need me to rub your vagina? You need an emotional support, swine?
just the email's fine.
Okay.
Can you just repeat back to me the email?
Yep, libertytroll.llc at Gmail, libertytroll.llc at gmail.com.
Yeah.
And your name is Zach.
That's correct. And listen, I'm
Yes, Rancho, they do. They literally hire the dumbest. Well, that's all you have. Only dumb people would want to become cops at this point. You'd have to be so stupid and do zero research on what the police are and who they are and what they do to become a cop. So most of them that enter the academy are already stupid people. There was a study that said If you score too high on a test, an IQ test, they wouldn't let you become a cop because then you could think for yourself and realize what they're doing is crimes against humanity.
I'm doing a police training here in Florida on de-escalation pretty soon next year. What happened today was unnecessary, man. All you had to do is answer some of my questions.
I asked you to leave politely.
I was trying to have a conversation.
I'm the
I
type
would
of
have
person,
left,
I ask you,
but I
I
don't.
tell you, and then I make.
But you're not letting me
Okay.
finish even now.
Here he goes. He can't stand that. I asked you to leave politely. Polite or not, it violated my rights. Whether it was you politely violated my rights. That's what you want? I politely took your virginity from you. I politely took it from you against your will. Politely.
This is what happened in there. See, you're a half decent guy.
Content. I know you want content.
Again, now the gaslighting some more. I know you want content. No, moron. Explain your stupidity.
Oh,
I
I'm
get it.
I'm
But
trying
I
to
also got to do a job.
He won't let him talk.
I'm trying to
Okay?
bridge the gap.
Right now, you're taking away from the citizens that I have.
No, stupid. He didn't call you. Stop blaming the victim. He didn't call you. The person who got on the phone and who was butthurt about someone recording in public a constitutional right is the person you should be saying this to, moron, not the victim of your crime.
To protect and serve, because I'm dealing with you.
Protect and serve who? Look, I was out protecting and serving, and I had to come deal with you. No, you didn't, stupid. You didn't have to do that at all. You did not have to do that. You're a moron.
You over a public record.
Would you have gotten reprimanded for allowing me to stay and conduct my business?
Listen, at this point, you obviously don't know me or how I work here.
I'm asking.
We see exactly you. You're explaining that you don't understand the Constitution. You're using the Nuremberg defense. And you're only going to get worse. Wait till you hear about some press credentials.
But
Questions,
I'm
man.
telling you, I don't care about anything. I do my job. I do it right.
No, you don't. Your job is to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution. You're not doing that, and you're doing it wrong.
I don't violate anybody's liberties or anything like
You
that.
just did, moron.
You
I
just
asked you to leave because we have a city ordinance against it. Okay.
So you would enforce slavery then. If it's an ordinance or a law, slavery was a law, you would enforce slavery. Good job. Anyone who says it's the law or it's an ordinance, just remind them that slavery was a law too. Would you enforce that? It's such a stupid argument.
you just violated my rights, though.
How did I violate your rights?
Because I have a constitutional right to go in the lobby and observe my government in the course of their official duties and conduct lawful business.
100% you do, but you can't videotape.
Of course you can, you dumbass.
In our lobby is a city ordinance.
That's protected under Smith v.
Okay.
Cumming.
Again, you can villainize me all.
He cut him off. He told him the case law, and he cut him off as soon as he told him the case law. Again, you can villainize me. Address what he said, moron. Stop the gaslighting. No one's as stupid as you are. So a cop's life is lying and gaslighting everybody his whole career and trying to justify his actions.
You want, you have your words. I'm sure you'll type up something about me. I'm just telling you, I would rather be out there doing stuff with the community.
Then why aren't you? You're going to blame the victim again?
In the community, taking calls for service than dealing with you in our lobby.
Well, I would agree.
Okay.
Then why didn't you do that? Instead of bringing 3 full-grown swine with guns in there to harass him.
Okay?
I would agree with
But
that.
when I have to stop what I'm
You didn't have to, liar.
doing.
The ordinance doesn't do you any favors.
Had a radio and listen to all, like yesterday, we had 0 time. We had a plane crash. We had other people with hammers, and now I'm dealing with you in the lobby, bro.
That's your fault, moron. Did Liberty Troll pass the unconstitutional ordinance? Did Liberty Troll call you? You moron.
It's just that's where I'm at.
Do you know anything about that car accident happened yesterday around, or not yesterday, on the 5th, around 11:07 a.m.? It was over on, hold on a second, intersection of accident.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, the whole reason Liberty Troll went to do a records request is because supposedly some automobile was on fire with a couple occupants inside, and supposedly they were given the order not to try to rescue them. You got to watch this whole video, man.
I think that was two deceased people.
Yeah.
I heard about it. I wasn't there.
Do you know, like, who arrived for it? Was it EMS or was it
I
the
don't
department
have-
here?
I don't have any clue, my friend.
Okay. Well, that's why I'm here to find out. That's why I came here. I mean, it doesn't get any more legitimate than that. I'm a nice guy, man. Listen,
Like I'm
I
telling you, bro,
have good interactions all the time,
sure.
and I put those up on the internet.
I'm sure.
I just
I'm
had
sure.
one
Listen,
yesterday.
man, if you only knew me personally, you would know that this is.
I'm not saying you're a bad guy person.
If you only knew me personally, I'm against everything my department does. But once I put on this costume, I have to go against my own principles. That's what he's saying right now. And violate your rights.
But all I'm saying is when I have to come in, it's videotaping. They don't want anybody videotaping.
Who cares what they want? The courts have decided it's fine. The First Amendment is fine. Freedom of press is fine. It's legal. Who cares what they said? Again, city police are unconstitutional anyway. Who voted for the police chief? Which citizen got to vote for the police chief? City police are unconstitutional. They're appointed by the mayor. That means they work for the mayor, not the citizen.
Okay,
It's
it's
transparency, man. That's all it is.
I get the fight that you're trying to fight, but right now it's not the case. Okay,
What?
I have to deal with it now.
No, you don't. Go talk to your mayor, stupid. Go talk to your police chief, stupid. Tell them the Constitution is legal, stupid. Stop blaming your victim.
I would much rather be doing completely other
Why don't you then, stupid?
things than having to go in there
You don't have to, stupid.
and talk to you about
You don't have to, stupid.
videotaping in our lobby. I promise you that. Okay, but when I get a phone call, I have to do it. Right,
No, you don't, stupid. You have discretion.
wrong, or indifferent, unless it's against the law, that I have to take care of it. Okay, that's just it. I get it. I'm a do boy. Whatever you guys want to call me, I get it. You can feel.
You're a oath violating coward, ignorant oath violating coward. That's what you are.
Villainize me all you want. I'm sure people poke fun of me. All I'm saying is, I have to. I didn't send one of my guys to this. I came to this because I was the only one in service.
So what? You poor baby. Are you going to be okay, Sergeant Santos? That you were forced to violate somebody's rights? Are you going to be okay?
And now I have to deal with you.
Would
I
it?
got other people
Victim blaming.
for the arrestees. I got Volusia County.
Look, and again, he's got all these things going on, but he could stop for 10 minutes and cops explain a bunch of nonsense.
For emergency assistance on stuff, but now I have to deal with you
No, you don't, stupid. Stop blaming the victim.
in the lobby because you're videotaping. All I asked you was to stop. If you would have stopped videotaping, I would have left. You would have been able to finish whatever you were doing.
He was videotaping. How can he finish videotaping when you tell him to stop? You moron.
Would you be allowed to walk me back inside and be present so I can finish doing other stuff in there?
By now, that's besides the point, my friend. We can't do that.
Okay. Well, listen.
I've already violated you. I cannot unviolate you now.
I don't want to be disrespectful.
And stuff like that over there, I think it's beside the point. Those are both my captains, okay? That's beside the
So your captains are dirty too. Thanks.
point now.
Well, they were not friendly towards me, man. Yeah,
Well,
I was friendly.
listen.
I was trying to ask questions of my government, figure out where we stood at the trespass dilemma. And once I figured out, like, okay, yes, I'm being trespassed, that's when I leave, because that gives me standing. You understand?
Well, you were slowly leaving, but I get what you're saying.
Right. It was
Again, look how offended he got because he didn't jump and run out the door when the three bad swine showed up.
reasonable pace. But what I'm trying
I
to
don't know
say,
about reasonable, I get you.
what I'm okay, we can agree to disagree on that. That's
I
fine.
get
The
you.
point I'm trying to make is I have to get something called standing. I can't get standing if I just leave the moment you guys say you can't record in here. You have to tell me you'll be under arrest in some capacity. You have to say that unless I leave right now. That's where I was trying to get to. You guys gave me that, so now I have standing. So now I have to take it to court, let a judge decide. And unfortunately, that's the only way to get any change in this country when we have oversteps like this.
Because you won't voluntarily honor your oath.
This unconstitutional ordinance. I hate this ordinance. They're doing the same. They just did the same thing in Longwood back in April, and I challenged it there, and I've been going to court for that. So I'm trying to make some change, and it's nothing against you personally. And when I say this, what I'm about to say to you, don't take this the wrong way, but man, you got to honor your oath. You didn't swear an oath to the state or to uphold ordinances, that especially if it violates the Constitution or our First Amendment rights.
Your rights? Did I violate your
Yes, you moron, for the 50th time. Yes.
freedom of mobility?
Yes, man.
Freedom of speech?
You
No.
Yes, you kept me from continuing to record, which is my constitutional
I
right.
asked you to stop recording that.
Do you know the First Amendment?
You would have stopped. Yes, I know what the first.
You know freedom of press.
No, he doesn't, obviously. Obviously, he doesn't know it. Obviously, he doesn't know it.
press then, right?
Yes, I know freedom.
Okay,
of
so
press.
freedom of press says that as a journalist, for news purposes and for documenting my lawful business, which is why I told you what I was in there doing, it protects that, and it cannot be infringed upon, man. It cannot be infringed upon.
Okay.
I'm passionate about this
I
stuff.
Get what you're saying, bro.
I'm just trying to educate.
I wish we can have a conversation without a.
I wish I could have a conversation with you not on camera so people don't really see how I really sound and look when I'm talking my rubbish. That way it's not on the record. That way I can speak freely and tell you I hate my department and I hate the unconstitutional ordinances that they passed, but I have to enforce them. And since there's no camera here, now I can speak freely, which just really shows that when I'm on my job, I have to lie and deceit and be a deceitful piece of garbage. Again, this little interview has exposed this cop so bad.
Camera.
Okay.
Like a heart to heart.
When do you get off work?
I promise. I get off at 18:30.
Okay.
I get off at 6:30.
If you want to have coffee off camera, I'll be happy to talk to you more about
But
what I do.
I promise you, if you knew me personally, you would understand where I stand. But at this moment, I'm working. This is my job. This is how I get it.
So again, what he's telling you there is in his private life, he doesn't agree with his own job. But when he puts on the magical costume, he has to do what they want, not what that he swore an oath to. Again, he doesn't even know what he swore an oath to, and he's going to show you right here.
Honor my oath. I promise you, dude. I am 100% for what you're doing. However,
that's why I forced you out under threat, duress, and coercion, because I'm 100% for what you're doing.
I have to do my job when it comes to the city, when city ordinance are violated and stuff like that. If that's the case, go to court with the city, get it overturned and changed it. But at the moment, it legally passed to have that.
It did not legally pass, you moron. How can you even say that? Because you've done your research? No.
In effect, okay? So that's what I'm enforcing. When I asked you to leave, all you had to do was turn off your camera. You would have been able to do whatever you needed to do.
All you had to do was stop exercising your rights that I swore to preserve, protect, and defend.
Dude, that's all I was asking.
Well, legal can be different than constitutional or even lawful.
Okay, well, again, semantics, right?
No, not right. It's not right. It's not semantics. We have a right, inalienable right.
If it's legal or not. But all I'm saying is all you had to do is turn off your camera. You could have done whatever you wanted to do. That's it. That's all I asked.
All I asked you is to just stop exercising your rights that you have every right to do. That's all I asked. And I did it under threat and duress. No big deal. Like, cops don't think that when they threaten to get physical and violate you and take away your freedom, they think that like there's nothing wrong with that. They think that should be done on a regular basis. And that's why they violate everybody. They've gotten used to violating you. Just like in the 30s. It wasn't all at once. It was first we'll pass this law against a certain people. Then we'll pass a second law against a certain type of people. Then we'll pass a third law against a certain type of people. Now we'll train our cops that these certain type of people are bad people. Then we'll tell our cops these ordinances are lawful and don't worry about the oath you took. Just listen to your lieutenant and your commander and your chief, all unelected bureaucrats. This guy's a bureaucrat. No one elected him. No one elected his boss. No one.
It may seem like a small thing to you, but it's a huge deal because that's how the government takes our rights away.
That's right.
Little by little. And recording, that's a constitutional right, man. It's just a modern day taking notes.
You understand why now they had that in there, right? Because everybody started recording and all this other stuff happened.
You understand why they had that in there? Because people were in there trying to get transparency with their own cameras. And if we let one camera exercise its rights in the lobby, we'll have to let everybody exercise their rights in the lobby. We can't have that type of freedom in America. We can't have that.
So now it's just, instead of that, we have cameras in there already.
Another contradiction. If you have cameras in there already, what's the problem then, moron?
Exactly, man. So why do people make it different? Why did they say this is so much different?
I don't care if you record in there. My personal.
I know you're just doing you're just following orders. You're just following orders.
I'm doing what I was told. What I swore to do is protect the Constitution, protect my city, protect the oath that I took.
Protect the Constitution. You don't even know what free press means.
For city ordinances, and they're down. All right.
How long is a trespass for? Before I forget, how long?
A year.
A whole year. So if I come back, say I'm not recording, would there be an exception for that? If I come back and not record?
No, that's why I asked you to stop. If you would have stopped, you would have been fine. But you kept on going.
All right. Well,
if you kept exercising your rights that I swore to defend, then we would have had to throw you in a cage.
Listen, I'm not I'm not trying to be combative, and I'm also
Well,
I'm not
this
I'm not
point is fine.
ashamed of what I did at all. I mean, I'm glad I stand up for my rights, man. No matter what, this is what I do for a living right now. So I'm just, you know, you seem like a decent person, but as a sergeant today, man, you failed today. You failed to uphold, to honor your oath, man, to protect my rights. You know, the Supreme Court says you're not.
Did I take you to jail?
No.
Did I take you to jail? Do they think that's the only way your rights can be violated? You threatened him with jail if he didn't stop exercising his rights. Moron.
But you violated my rights.
No.
I didn't say you took me to
When I
jail.
asked you to leave, I could have put handcuffs on you and taken you because you didn't.
Well,
You were going.
Another lie. He wasn't going fast enough for your little vagina, but he was leaving. Dude, this is a swine. Just imagine how many lives this guy has ruined in 16 years.
if I stayed after,
You were going
no,
so slow.
I have
Here's the thing.
You're going too slow.
after the
I'd
trespass.
rather be doing something else than taking you to jail for.
Then why don't you? You have all these things to do, but yet you have enough time to sit here and say, I'm just like the Germans in 1930. I'm just doing my job. I had to violate you, and it's your fault that I violated you. You got time to do all that?
Some stupid trespass.
But you didn't listen. You didn't trespass me until that point when I asked you, "Am I being? We're
You
at that point."
kept on backing up. Look, semantics. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
It's not,
Yeah, that's what law is. Semantics.
man.
All I'm
The
saying-
point is, I was on my way out.
Okay, you were on your way out, but you weren't. All you had to do is stop recording, bro. That's what I'm trying to get.
All you had to do was honor your oath to let him record and protect his right to record. That's all you had to do, swine.
Get you to understand.
It's
All you had to do is
my
stop.
rights. You keep going.
Okay, all right, whatever you want.
We
bro.
can talk about this off the clock if you want. My YouTube channel is Liberty Troll.
Mhm.
Okay, you got that from my email. So you can email me on libertytroll.llc@gmail, and I can meet you. I won't record.
He'll never meet up with him. I've seen many cops say this, but they never will. Because they don't have an argument. Their argument is, because they've passed an unconstitutional law, I have to enforce it up to the point where I can take your life. That's how they operate. Period.
Or to be off camera, but you know, I would hope that those like people like you on the inside can give me pointers of things that are going on anonymously.
Yes, Joe, there is. DeLand passed an ordinance against filming because this is a public service, and Liberty Troll and them and some other guy were going up there when they got violated and started recording. Well, they didn't like them. They're recording because they don't like media and they don't like cameras. So they passed an ordinance saying you can't record inside the police lobby. Just like in New York, they have the Right to Record Act, and the police still wouldn't let Sean record inside the police station. Police are domestic terrorists. They don't follow the law. Anyone who still supports them is an imbecile. Look at this moron. Case in point, prime example, stupid moron pig right here. It doesn't get any more clear. Anyone who still supports the police does zero research on the subject.
And I'm trying to make some change, man. There's a lot of, and I'm sure you're not oblivious to this. There's a lot of stuff going on about DeLand. So I would like to have a conversation about that off camera. If you want to remain anonymous, we can, you know, because I get anonymous tips.
I've been here almost 16 years. Okay, 16 years. I'll let you think about that one. I'm still on patrol.
And I used to be friends with cops. They used to come to my restaurant all the time. And my one friend was a patrol his whole life because he didn't want to get promoted because it's so corrupt inside the Polk County Sheriff's Office, Grady Judd's boys. And it was all political to the fact that he would count down. He's like 9 years, 8 months, 2 days, and 3 hours before I can retire. He'd come to my restaurant every day. 9 days, 8 months, 6 days, counting down the days to retirement because the police and sheriffs are so corrupt. And that's what he's saying. He stayed on patrol for 16 years because the land is so corrupt. He didn't want to move up in the ranks and get involved with all that corruption. That's why privately he loves freedom, but when he puts on this magical costume, he has to adhere to their tyranny they have in place. That's what he's saying right there. That's what he's admitting. He never went higher because he knows how corrupt his own department is.
Okay. But I love my job. I got into this because of doing what police work is all about.
Which is?
That's taking bad guys to jail, stopping crime, protecting citizens. That's why I became.
So everything you did not do today, everything you didn't do today, you did the exact opposite. You threatened a legal person, a good guy who did nothing to no one, was committing no crimes. You did the exact opposite.
I'm not a bad guy.
Yeah, I know you're not a bad guy. That's why I don't want to come over here and deal with it.
Then don't.
You know?
I'm a
But I have
patriot,
to.
bro. I respect my flag. You know,
Mhm.
this is an American
Oh,
thing.
trust me, brother. That ain't even. I get you 100% on that.
Just trust me. When I'm not a cop, I love America and the Constitution. Just trust me. Trust me. When I'm not in this uniform, trust me. I'm a good guy. I agree with you 100%. But when I'm in this uniform, I have to throw all my ideals in the trash and do what they tell me because I'm an order-following swine with a 0 IQ.
Okay, trust me. Trust.
That's
me.
why I was saying to you guys, you got
No, I don't trust you because if those were your ideals out of uniform, those should be your ideas in uniform. So you're not trustworthy. You're literally admitting to being a duplicitous piece of shit.
guys need to deport yourselves and stuff because my rights were just violated. That cuts me the wrong way, man. That puts me on edge.
You
Like,
saw me leave, right?
You say all we have to do is just keep suing these a-holes, but there isn't enough lawyers, there isn't enough auditors, there isn't enough lawsuits. We're at each other's throats. There's infighting. They love the fact that we're all divided. And the biggest problem in this country is that American men will not assemble in mass to put a stop to these things. We could have our country back overnight.
As you got out, I took a 10-8. I went out. I went back in and left because I got other stuff that I got to deal with. Okay. I'd rather not be dealing with you, bro. I mean, I'm glad to meet you. Now you know me. We're back on days. This is my day 2 back on days from night shift.
we could have had a conversation like this on the inside, and I would have left calmly
If you would've came
after
over here and I would've
a
met with
threat
you,
of
but
arrest.
I had to deal with you with the city ordinance violation.
No, you didn't.
It is what it is, dude.
Well, don't take
It's unconstitutional is what it is, dude.
it personally if you end up, you know, like having to go to court and stuff over this.
Dude, if you sue me, it wouldn't be the first.
It's not about suing.
They're not scared of being sued either. They're protected. They're sovereign from the rest of us. This is why they act that way. They're sovereign.
Officers. It's about taking in front of a judge and arguing the points and getting things reversed. That's what it's about.
Listen, man, if that's the case, then why did this city ordinance get passed?
How did slavery get passed? Moron. That's what politicians do. They force through some shit and then they wait for years to go by till some judge court comes to their senses, like in Florida with the open carry. 20 years later, someone has to get violated or unalived for the law to go back to being a constitutional law. Helmet laws were unconstitutional. They were ruled unconstitutional. That means it was unconstitutional when they passed it. If it's unconstitutional later on, that means it was unconstitutional when they passed it. God, this cop is so dumb. And this is probably why they don't want to talk to cameras, because look how stupid this guy is.
To get approved. Maybe
Because
that's what you should
you
look
have
at.
tyrants in the commission in the city that want to push things on us.
I thought you were here to protect the citizens. He just said there's tyrants in the commission. You throw your hands up? Why don't you go arrest them? Go arrest them. The bad guys you were talking about.
And hope
Maybe
that it
that's what
deters
you should
people
look
from
at
exercising their rights, because people who don't like transparency usually have something to hide.
Correct.
I'm all about transparency and accountability. That's the whole purpose of my channel and what I do majority of my time when I don't have my kids. So I mean, this is
Well, I'm sure your users and everybody say, they're just do boys doing whatever. Yeah, I'm sure. Absolutely. So
Absolutely, I'm a do boy. You said it yourself. You just follow orders.
maybe you got to get to the root of the problem.
We're looking at it. You're enforcing an unconstitutional law against your oath. You're the problem, dude.
If all that city ordinance and everything got passed, I didn't pass it. I can tell you that right now. I
Oh.
didn't
You're enforcing it, pig.
pass it.
with
Maybe
all
it got passed with something else.
with all
Go
due
that route.
with all due respect, you could have not enforced it, like Mathis before you and other people who've said, "No, I'm not going to enforce it." You have
Well,
that. You have discretion.
It passed. Like I said, it passed our city.
So did slavery.
I know, but
plan, or
the last
city
two times I was
or
here,
city thing.
it was post ordinance. Is what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is you have discretion. You could have been like, You know what?
I had
What
the
what business?
discretion. I
What
didn't
business?
ask you, did I not?
Zach, what business do you have here? Oh, I'm doing blah 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 blah.
Some effing dude. That's funny.
And I told you, and at that point, you could say, okay, when you finish your business, you need to stop recording. Now, I don't agree with that still, but I'm saying that could have, you didn't have to escalate it at that point. You could have
I
said,
asked
well,
you to
finish your
stop when you
business.
didn't. That's why.
Yeah,
If I asked you to do something, right,
right.
and you keep on doing it, am I to blame then?
Yes. You have no right to tell someone to stop recording in public, you imbecile.
Well, do I have to listen to unlawful orders?
Okay, is it an unlawful order?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm asking you, and
Yes.
the city ordinance.
But you're not trespassing me at that point. You weren't trespassing me until I said, "Are we at that point yet?" When you said
we were
yes,
at that point when I asked you to
That-
stop, and you didn't.
That's in your little brain.
and I left right when you said yes.
When
You're
I
being
said-
trespassed right now.
You didn't leave when I told you to. You did that whole slowly while your video.
Well, yeah, because I'm recording.
Dude, you are such a coward, bro.
Bro,
I have to
know you want
catch.
content.
I don't wanna
get
turn-
it.
I don't wanna
What's
turn my
better
back.
content than having you curse at cops and make it seem that we're villainized and all this other stuff.
Dude, you came in there 3 deep threatening to throw someone in a cage for recording in public. You are a villain. That's the definition of a villain. Someone who does something wrong to someone else. Zach was doing nothing wrong. He wasn't bothering anyone. He wasn't violating anybody. He wasn't damaging anything. He wasn't trespassing. And you came in like a villain, like 3 armed thug villains, and threatened his freedom and his safety. You are a villain. We're not making you out to be anything. You're doing it all on your own.
I get it, dude.
I
get it. know
hardly
people
ever
hate
cuss.
cops. I get it.
I'm not
You know,
known for that.
People hate me. Fine, whatever. I'm just trying to do my job. Okay.
Nuremberg defense.
I'm trying to do my job. I'm trying to protect my guys and gals, and trying to protect the city all at the same time. Okay. It just is what it is, man. I wasn't trying to do anything but just make you stop recording.
Yeah, that is the issue. Stupid. All I was doing was politely trying to violate your rights. That's all I was doing. It's my fault.
I could care less if you did. I had to come drive all the way over here to deal with it.
No, you didn't. Again, he's claiming he's the victim, bro. He's the victim. They look at themselves as the victim. I had to drive all the way over here. Talk to your city council then, fuck boy. Talk to your city council. They're the ones that forced you to drive over there. Talk to the person who called you. They're the one that made you go over there. Zach didn't do anything but record in public, a constitutional right. Dude, the victim blaming and the gaslighting is just on another level, man.
Well, I understand perfectly. I could repeat back to you everything you just said. I understand perfectly where you're coming from. I disagree that you were honoring your oath. My rights were just violated. So that's a problem, man. My rights were just violated. I have a freedom of press right as a journalist, citizen journalist.
Here we go. Were you ready? You thought he was ignorant before this? Here we go.
To go in.
Supposed to know you were a journalist.
Oh, here we go.
I have a freedom of press right as a journalist, citizen journalist, to go in.
Supposed to know you were a journalist.
How was I supposed to know that you're a journalist? Let's see. 16 years as a police officer, and you've sworn an oath to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution. So the very first amendment in the Bill of Rights, officer, says we have a freedom of press. So the way you know that he's press is because the Constitution you swore an oath to preserve, protect, and defend says that every American is press. That's how you know.
Well, you guys, it's not your first.
Have a press badge like we got badges,
bro.
bro.
Oh my God. See, now Zach is going to explain to him, just like you don't need a license to pray, just like you don't need a license or credentials or a badge to speak, is the same thing as you don't need a press credentials to be press. But he's going to talk over him because he's an ignorant swine.
Bro, if I'm praying in public, exercising freedom of religion.
You know, a couple of the guys that do the taping around here for like all the emergency situations and stuff like that. You know any of them?
What does that have to do with? See,
because if you knew them, you would understand. They know me,
right? I want to answer. I'm going to answer your question though. Before you get to that, my answer to your question is with the First Amendment, you don't just have freedom of press though, brother. You have freedom of speech.
To know your press.
He's trying to explain it to you.
Have no credentials or nothing on you.
But that's what you keep cutting me off. What I'm trying, the point is that if I need credentials for freedom of press, and I also need credentials for freedom of speech, freedom of religion, do I need a pass to pray, bro? Like the point of right.
Look, oh, what? You mean those are the same things? Speech and religion are the same thing as freedom of press, and you don't need special credentials? My pig brain is swollen, just like my pig vagina.
Rights is no permission. If I need a permit or something, anywhere you include permission and rights is no longer a right. What's the point of having rights if you need permission?
You're doing your press thing. Again, normally I
Who cares what you like normally, moron? How about as a law enforcement officer, you read the law. And the law says that we're all press. Law enforcement officer, read the law that says we are all press. Normally this and usually that and normally this and normal people, that's not law. The law isn't normal. You're not normal. So take your normalcy garbage and shove it up your swine ass. You sound stupid.
when I see press, they have some type of credential.
Who cares what you see? A person holding a camera is press. Like it or not.
They'll have like a vest or something. That says
Corporate press, maybe, yeah.
Yes.
Right.
You didn't have anything. So how am I supposed to know that
I'm
you're
a
press?
citizen journalist.
Because everyone's press, Santos, you moron.
If
Okay, well,
I didn't get to
know
that point, you guys.
I know that. I don't know you from Adam.
But
I've
you
never
guys
met you,
jumped. What I'm saying is you jumped the gun and you went right to trying to get me out of there. I would have explained to you that I am a journalist, but I did have lawful business as well on top of that. And I wasn't finished with that at the time,
Okay.
which I'm still not finished, but I appreciate you taking down my email. So we'll get finished. Right. So
what's the difference of me having to, obviously, I'm a cop, right?
Because we don't need gunmen to file paperwork. We don't need a guy with a gun who's threatening us in order to file a public records request. Do you understand the difference, swine? You have people there to administer and do administration, which means paperwork. You're there to violate people's rights, not to do administration. That's the difference.
Why wouldn't you just say, hey, I'm Zach with...
I'm done with this guy. Let's call this. Let's see.
Thank you for calling the Delland Police Department. If this is a medical emergency or you need immediate police assistance, please hang up and dial 911. If you need non-emergency police assistance or animal control, please press 1 and select option 3. If you need the Records Division, Administration Personnel, or Property and Evidence, please press 2. The Records Division front desk area is located at... One moment, please.
I just pressed 0.
The Records Department Records, how can I help you?
Yes, ma'am. I don't know if I'm calling the right department or not. I was trying to get a hold of Sergeant Santos or his supervisor.
Give me one moment.
Guarantee it'll be voicemail. They're not going to answer. They never answer. That's another game they play. So you can never get answers. You can never hold their feet to the fire.
Hi, thank you for calling the Office of Internal Affairs. Please leave a message with your name, phone number, and the reason for your call. Please allow 2 to 3 business days for a return phone call. Thank you.
Yes, this is a John Felix show calling on a recorded phone line. I just saw a few of your officers act in a very swiney, piggish manner, violating their oath. Sergeant Santos especially doesn't understand what journalism is in America. He said he was a 16-year veteran of your department and doesn't even understand the First Amendment or how it works. How is that possible? And I know your internal affairs, and I knew I'd get this voicemail, and I know you guys don't give a damn about what I say, but the whole world is watching you act like tyrannical swine on camera. Sergeant Santos doesn't even know what the First Amendment is. And when you violate unconstitutional city ordinances, you're asking for it. You're asking for more cameras. You're asking for more activism. Stop. Stop ruining people's lives. Sergeant Santos should be in a cage in jail for what he did today. The things that came out of his mouth today, he should be in jail. He should be in a re-education camp. There you go. You can't hold them accountable, man. You can't. There you go. All right. I'm sweating to death. I just took a shower. I'm going to need to take another shower. Dude, this is a swine right here. This guy right here is pure swine. Swine. You can call me a villain. You can say I'm a do-boy. What are you if not that? You're literally admitting it yourself. You're admitting it yourself that you're just a do-boy. I got to do what they tell me to do. If it was illegal, how could it get passed? The same way every other illegal, unconstitutional law gets passed. Do this much research on any topic. Like, how do you just live your life that ignorant? This guy's 16 years as a cop and doesn't know the First Amendment. 16 years as a cop and doesn't know the First Amendment. Everyone in that city, every American male in that city should be up in arms, assembling at the police station until they learn the Bill of Rights. Verbatim. All right, I'm done. That shit pissed me off today. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Consider hitting the thumbs up, subscribing, and becoming a member for 99 cents a month because YouTube doesn't like my rants and they don't like me or whatever their problem is with me. Whatever. Wah. Thanks, everyone. Yeah. Oh, believe me, when I'm on my private capacity, I'm 100% with you. But when I put on this costume, I have to violate your rights. You understand? I have to. It's my job. I won't get my pension. That's another thing they do with the cops. They lock them in. Do 25 years, and then you can retire with a pension, which most Americans don't get anymore. That used to be an American thing. You work at a job and you get a pension. It's kind of like Social Security, except in the private sector. Well, cops and firefighters and all the government parasites still get pensions, but Americans don't get pensions anymore. Instead, we're taxed on our home. We have to pay a yearly rent on our home so that the police can have their pension after only working 25 years. Everything is messed up. Everything's upside down. All right, everyone. Thanks for whoever just became a member, man. Thank you. No name Joe Blow. Appreciate that, man. That's very nice of you. The rest of you, have a good day. Much love. If you're watching on Facebook, please watch on my YouTube channel instead. Facebook doesn't do nothing for me. And that's it. Do not call this department. Whatever you do, do not call this department. All right, everybody. Have a good day. See you.